What's up, guys? My name is Connor King with Resolute Capital, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can become a millionaire only making $40,000 per year. It's really easy to get stressed about your financial future, especially if you don't think you make that much money. But whether you make less than $40,000 or more than $40,000, I'm going to show you how you can guarantee that when you retire, you'll have $1 million. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and you should always consult with a financial professional before making any decisions we talk about in this video. Most people think that the only way to become wealthy is if you make a high income, but I'm going to show you another way that you can obtain wealth without having a high annual income. So in order to do this, you just take 15% of your monthly income, and if you invest it throughout the course of your life, when you retire at age 65, through the power of compound interest, you'll have $1 million. Now let me show you a quick story of how this works. So you have two people here in two scenarios. You have Carl and then you have Susan, and they both have the same goal of having $1 million when they retire. Carl's method is to save $2,200 per month of his $40,000 a year salary, which is about 67% of his entire income that he has to save. With that money each month, he puts it into a savings account, and then he does this every year until he retires from age 28 to 65, and when he does, he has $1 million. Susan, on the other hand, also wants to have $1 million when she retires, but she has a different way to do it. Her method is to save just $500 per month, which is 15% of her income, and she also makes $40,000 a year. Instead of putting her money into a savings account, she puts it into a Roth IRA, which grows with compound interest, and so she also has $1 million when she retires, but every month she only had to put $500 in as opposed to $2,200. But the key to this is starting to do this early and not missing a month. So Susan's route is the much better option if you want to have $1 million when you retire than Carl just saving money. So now let me show you step by step how to make Susan's method a reality for you so that you also can have $1 million. So first up, what you have to do is you have to open what is called a Roth IRA account. And this is a really special account because it lets your money grow tax-free throughout the course that it is invested. So when you take all your money out at retirement, you don't have to pay taxes on it, and the implications of this are huge, several $100,000. Two great companies that have Roth IRAs are Vanguard and Capital Group. All right, so step two. Once you have your account open, you set it up to where it automatically takes 15% of your monthly income and invests it into what is called the S&P 500. And this is just a fancy name for a group of the top 500 performing companies in the US. And since its inception, it's on average returned about 7% annually adjusted for inflation. So it's the perfect instrument to invest in. All right, so now let's dive into the iPad and I'll show you this graph and we'll take a look at it. This is on a website from Ramsey Solutions if you want to look at it yourself. But the first year that your money's invested, you start with $6,000 and it only grows $196 roughly, so really not that much. Then if you take a look at a middle year, you're at $200,000, $300,000. So you still got a whole 2/3 to go before you're at $1 million. But if we look at the last 4 or 3 years, $830,000, third year $900,000, $971,000. And so roughly 1/10 of your growth comes just in the last year, which is why it's really important to start investing early and leave it invested all the way until you take it out when you retire. So a few quick points to note here at the end of the video. First is if your employer offers a matching benefit, you should definitely take advantage of this before you start investing on your own for retirement in an IRA, because it's like they're giving you free money and you'll end up with more money in the end. Second, we got our 15% number of the $40,000 by taking it from your gross pay instead of your net. There's no way that we can calculate the state tax for all 50 states, so we just took it from the gross, but know that your actual percentage might be higher if you do it from your net. Third, the 7% annual return number that we're using for your investments from the S&P is a very conservative number. That's probably the lowest it will ever be, and so you actually may end up with more money, but just know that the 7% is adjusted for inflation, because the actual average return is around 9.8%. And lastly, the scenario we've given you is from ages 28 to 65, and so that can be a long time to wait. And if you want your $1 million quicker, then the easiest thing to do to get that is to up your annual income. So if you can make more money each year, then you can invest more, and ultimately you'll get to your goal a lot quicker. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please like it and subscribe. And if you have any questions at all, please comment them down below and we'll get back to you. We'll see you in the next one.